I finally figured out how to properly install and configure Jack so that it just works and you don't have to worry about it breaking later. So let's just first update everything. I'll do sudo apt update and type my password. And this will just update the repositories. We're not downloading anything. We're just making sure everything is up to date. After that, I'm going to install qjackctl, which is the Jack graph. So I'm going to do sudo apt install qjackctl. Hit enter, and it tells me that it needs to install these green dependencies to work properly. Do I want to continue? I'll type Y and hit enter. Now Jack is asking me for real-time priorities to be able to run in low latency, so I'll hit OK. Enable real-time priorities, yes. I'll hit the left arrow and hit enter. And after finishing the installation, now I have an application. So if I look for qjack, that's it. I can click on it. First problem is it's not started on its own. So if I open the graph, I don't see anything, but I have an audio interface plugged into my computer and the built-in audio. So I should see all of these things in the graph and they do not show up. Even if I start the server from here, I will only see 2 built-in system audio. So 2 inputs and 2 outputs, but I have more than that. I'm not seeing them. And if you tried other solutions, maybe you could get it to work somehow a little bit, but then it would give you a bunch of errors. So what we need to install right now is the Pipewire Jack library. So I'm going to do sudo apt install pipewire-jack. Hit enter. Because Pipewire is the default system audio on most Linux distributions these days, I need a way to make Jack talk to Pipewire. I need the compatibility layer between them. So that Pipewire Jack is the compatibility layer. So now if I run Jack through Pipewire, I'll do pw-jack. So that's Pipewire Jack, and I'll open qjackctl. Hit enter. And here you go, you can see Jack is already started and everything shows up right here. So that's exactly what we want, but it's really inconvenient to open Jack from the terminal each time. I need a way to just click on it and it would work like that. Because right now, if I click on Jack, it doesn't work. I need to open it from the terminal. On Ubuntu Studio, if you've ever tried it, Jack is already installed and configured. You just open it. You don't have to do anything. It just works. So I'll show you exactly how Ubuntu Studio is doing it and we'll copy that. This is Ubuntu Studio. Let me open Jack right here. It is automatically started and the graph is automatically working. Everything shows up. I will break it, and this is how I'll prove to you that this is what makes it work. This file right here, this link is what makes it work. So I'm going to delete this link. It's gone. And now I'm going to open Jack again. And it is not started automatically. And if I start, I just broke the system audio. And if you tried installing it yourself, you might have seen these errors pop up. So let's fix it. I'm going to bring the link back and open Jack, and it works normally. And I have no errors. So let me right click on that link and go to properties. And right here, you can see the path to the file it is pointing to. So I'm gonna copy that path or type it on my phone to remember it when I go back to my system. We're back on our system and let's go to that folder I was talking about. So you'll go to the root directory by just typing /, and here we'll find the etc folder, etc, and we'll get into it. And inside here, there's a folder called ld.so.conf.d, this one. And in here, you can tell the entire system what to do with certain applications. So if I want my system to open Jack through Pipewire on its own on a system level, I will have to put something in this folder. So it's in the root directory, etc folder, ld.so.conf.d. I already copied on my phone the path of the file that I need to link right here. So let me go and open another window of the file explorer by hitting the middle mouse click, and let's navigate to it. It's also in the root directory. So I'll hit / right here. And it's in the user folder. You'll find a folder called USR. Go into it, then share. And right here, there's a folder called doc. And then Pipewire, this one, examples, ld.so.conf.d. And this is the file. So let me open the terminal, Control-Alt-T. And I want to create a link. So I'll do sudo ln, it stands for link, -s. The dash S is for symmetry link. So that's what would be equivalent to a shortcut on Windows. When you create a shortcut to a folder, that's the same thing. And I'll hit space. What do I want to link? So the file that I want to link is this one right here. So I'll grab it and I'll drag it into the terminal. Boom. I didn't have to type anything, and I'll put a space after it, and then I'll tell it where I want to put the link. So that would be in the ld.so, this folder right here. So I'll copy the directory and paste it right here, but we're not done. I need to give it a name. So I'll hit one more slash, and I can either copy this exact name like the file, or I can give it a different name. It doesn't matter. I'll call it pipewire -jack, but it's important to remember the extension .conf. So either copy the name as it is or give it a name, and don't forget the .conf. Now I'll hit enter, put my password, and I should see right here a new link. This is it. And if I right click properties, I can see that it's pointing to this file right here. That's correct. Now, if I try to open Jack, it will still not work because I need to apply the changes. We did the link, but I still need to do sudo ld config, hit enter, and now it will work. So let me open Jack. It's running. Everything shows up. And now I can install other Jack apps and update and do whatever I want, and it will just work. It will not break. These are the apps I recommend you install. Jack Mixer, it allows you to have volume control. I have a video about this. Jack MIDI keyboard and the Zeta ME1 monitor controller. Carla, you don't really need it. It's a plugin host. If you need it, install it. But all these things will not break this Jack. By the way, I'll have a text file with the commands linked in the description. You can just copy the commands and paste them instead of typing them out. So let's recap. First, you update your repositories. Second, you install QJackCTL. Third, you install Pipewire Jack, that is the compatibility layer that makes Jack talk to Pipewire. Step number 4, you will link the file that is in the examples folder to the ld.so.conf.d folder that is in the etc folder. And step number 5 is to apply the changes by doing sudo ld config. Again, you can copy these commands from the text file. I just want to make sure you understand what you're doing. And this is a very robust solution. It will not break. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button. And if you want a deep dive on the Jack graph and how to make wonders with it, click on the video on the screen right now, and I'll see you there.